let's get going. Let's do the thing. So we are into the finale here, I guess. Final Clash. I think this is it. Not sure if I'm clicking on the right thing. Yeah, this is definitely it. Words 0. Oh, we don't get words. Okay. All right, I love that for me. So, what's up, Hyphen? We have December 16th. Lots of December 16th. Lots of spots to click on. What is this, do you think? Happy Customer Project. Do you think those behind the project wanted to use the idol? I suspect they wanted to use the idol. Alright, let's find out what the heck is going on. We have 145, 230, and then 3 on the dot. So this is not a huge span of time for things to be happening. But let's get in and see what is happening. All right, who are you idiots? Oh, this is the Harmony Foundation. I recognize this place. Must have been someone connected to those blasted hippies. They strike again. Yeah, it's got the hippie tags, right? This is the Harmony Foundation's armbands to indicate who is getting what treatments from the Golden Idol. Security Captain B. Greer. All right. Now we know that this is Security Captain B. Greer. That's great. See, I wasn't imagining it. Someone's sneaking around. Anyway, we should return. It's time to start the transfer to the TV station. Uh-oh. They're gonna use the camera trick. Happy Customer Project Checklist. 1 minute lens installed. Mr. Marmot has filled idol with the material. The material. Has Mr. Marmot filled the idol with the material? I think Mr. Marmot has filled the idol with the material. This is... This feels like it should be capitalized. Idol's interior and control panels locked. Marmot signed, Westlake signed, Novik signed. At 2 p.m., Idol Red Crystal handed over to 2 guards for transfer to TV station. Not yet occurred. At the TV station, at 3 p.m. latest, Idol Red Crystal control and interior panels locked, handed over to Jack and Eugene at TV station. Go live for the commercial break during the Pale Finals at 5 p.m. Right! They're gonna do something with all of the whole crowd at the Pale Finals. And I don't remember what they were going to do to the whole crowd. Steal their memories? That seems weird. Overwrite them? That also seems weird. That seems like a weird choice, you know? It's the idol. This is so unnecessary. Why have they turned the idol into a mascot? All right, what do we got here? We've got a lens. Is that the right lens? I think that's the right lens. I think that's the 1 minute lens. I'm willing to believe that. Since the attack of the empathy cult... You wouldn't think an empathy cult would be very good at attacking, would you? Which follow the dismissal of our consultant, we must take every precaution to ensure the idol's safety. An OPIG certified guard should always be present with the idol. Keys to the lab are granted only to me, Marie, Tim, and the shift guard. The idol's control panel and interior are now protected with a PIN code available only to me, Marie, and Jack. Wow, Eugene's really taken over. Wild. Excuse me. There is vomit in the sink. Wow, somebody's having a bad day. Idol user guide. The focus crystal is blue, the idol is empty. If the focus crystal is red, the idol is full. Looking red. If the idol contains information, to successfully use the give command, there must be a valid information vessel within range. Either a blank Lemurian data disk or a living, awake human being. For the idol to perform any function, the matter button must be switched on. Is that accurate? Can the idol not do things without there being matter involved? The door is locked. The door is locked. It's not ajar, it's just a door. Tim Spender forever drunk. Oh my, that was disgusting. Oh, it was mouthwash. No, it's alcohol. He's definitely just drinking alcohol. Is he the one who puked in the sink? A bottle of soda that reeks of rotten eggs. That's weird. Why would you do this to your soda? 15269. Oh, that's probably the pin to get inside. Why does Spender have the pin? He's not supposed to have the pin. Me, Marie, and Jack. Suspicious. Bottle of soda that reeks of rotten eggs. What is with that soda, honestly? Alright, well, that's 1:45. So, quick reminder. The schedule says at 2 p.m., the idol is handed over for transfer to the TV station. And then at 3 p.m., it's supposed to be given to Jack and Eugene. Okay. Hang on, if I'm in here and I click the button... Okay, it sends me back out to the top. Great. So this is the idol en route to the TV station, presumably. Weird. Everybody's just puking all over this idol. Nobody's having a good time. What the heck is going on? What the hell is this? Bruce Myson. Was Myson a Bruce? What? Are these runes? What is going on here? That's a data disk. Okay. It's been emptied? Why? Can't think of a food that rhymes with idol. Yeah, there's some mom spaghetti happening all over this place. Like, is their goal to make the studio, the whole stadium vomit? Like, what's the point of that? Bit of snow falls and everyone suddenly starts driving like a snail. B. Greer. What the hell is happening here? Yeah, this is the right lens. This is the one minute lens. But it seems like they have access to the lens such that they're going to be messing with it? Gonna be messing with it? These are memories, right? So I guess we dumped memories into this guy? The memories of drinking something vomit-inducing? Like... Man, I am kinda confused here. I'm gonna take a trip back and see if there's something else that I should be paying attention to here. Right? We ended with Steelside Warehouse. I remember this. And the big deal here was this experiment, right? And they put one of the bums into this guy's body because he was rich, right? Place Gabriel's mind with Harry Stone's. And then there was a thing where they mentioned how, like, he tried to do something in order to make the bums' lives better or something. Like, he was like, oh, we're gonna act as... But he was just not good at his job that he suddenly had. Here, this thing, right? Homeless game show horror. New Wells TV said it had made an error in judgment by funding the pilot, but added that the show's creator, Gabriel Gerard, had a previously unblemished track record. CEO of Asperia's largest clothing company baffled investors by voting against his own plans yesterday. Yeah, despite this, the original motion sailed through 12 votes to 1. Because they weren't enough to make the change that Hunter Wolf wanted to make. Okay. And this is now the OPIG. How do we use this device now that we know that this device exists? The greatest... All of this stuff rejected. Our boss is an idiot. Yup. And then this is testing for Euphoria, the beach trip. They wanted to preserve the memories of Euphoria. So they drugged the actresses and then ate their happy memories. Like... While, or I guess, recorded the experience, right? To take their happy memories. Boardroom brawl. Could take and give memory. Oh, right. And this caused, they changed the lens, so it took too much memory and revealed Tim Spender's infidelities. Yup. And then... Oh, okay. Yup. I remember this. Auriel Toussaint got overwritten entirely by Echo Secunda. So, instead of Auriel, we now have a Lemurian warrior who is familiar with Lemurian technology. And that leads us into the final clash. Alright. So he ate the memories here, and he was not supposed to have eaten the memories. Okay, so it's to stop drinking? They wanted to use this to stop drinking? Maybe? By having the memory... Whose memories? Mr. Marmot has filled Idle with the material. I guess we don't know for sure. But yeah, it sure does look like Euphoria to the millions of spectators. Okay. That apparently is part of the plan. But the memories have already been dumped out because this idiot played around with it by accident. And here we are at the TV station. At 3, delivering the device. Oh no. Something terrible has happened. Did we eat the entirety of... It's red, which means it's full, but it was emptied here, right? It's blue. So it was filled up again here, presumably with the entirety of somebody's life. Somebody's life just got fully et. All of the guards are here, though, so it wasn't one of the guards. Fascinating. I've hit 31 spots out of 84, so, there's definitely more content that I need to be hitting. Somebody running around out here prior to the thing. And we think it's Spender, maybe? Spender got access to the pin code and wasn't supposed to have it? It kind of looks like what happened here. Yeah, because the shift guard and Tim has the code, but he's not supposed to have the code. So the idol is full, but maybe it's full of the wrong thing here. And then here, the idol got emptied again. Oh, there's an extra data disk here. This full data disk. Oh, maybe it didn't eat the guards. Maybe it ate the data disk. So whatever the contents of the data disk were now in the idol. But this is the data disk that contained Echo Secunda, maybe? Is that the right disk? Do we know? No. This is the Echo Secunda disk. The square disk... Where did we see the square disk? Spiel Dance? Did we see... This is the dance disc. This is a different data disc. Yeah, none of these are the square disc. Interesting. Where did we see the square disc? If we did at all. If we did it all. But it's full, right? It's got, like, all of the contents. Whatever the contents are. But I think this looks like somebody in the truck is messing with it when they're not supposed to be messing with it. That is what that looks like to me. Two guards for transfer to TV station. Okay. Alright, well, let's fill in what we can. The goal of the OPIG Corporation's Happy Customer Project. Happy Customer Project checklist. was to increase sales? Goes in the square. It probably goes in the square hole. Everything goes in the square hole. But they want to blast everybody in the Pale Arena. They mentioned that. Did they mention that here? Is this where they mentioned that? Moron placed the empty square Lemurian disc. Our boss is an idiot. Eugene. So Eugene has taken it upon himself to do something that he's not supposed to? I guess this is the empty square Lemurian disc. Okay, so Eugene has access to this disc, and he's going to be doing something with it. Capitalize on this unexpected functionality. Where did they mention that they were gonna do a thing with the arena? If it's not one of these things. Maybe it's... one of these things? Here? Oh, yeah, here. 90,000 supporters have already taken their seats at the Eclair Stadium in New Wells. So this was kind of feeding into that. Okay. Okay. Great. But all right. The Open Corporation's Happy Customer Project was watching this is Peel Finals. That's easy. Invented and led by Eugene Marmot, presumably. Or might be Nathan Hoyle. No, Nathan Hoyle's not on the list. Wanted to use the idol to give the memories of drinking soda soap? Range with the drug Euphoria to the millions of spectators watching the Peel Finals. Oh. But it didn't last over time, right? So he was supposed to be drinking the euphoric O-Range, but it went bad, I guess? So now he's drinking whiskey instead. All right, let's say O-Range sales. Cool. October 3rd. This is new. Okay. So they've decided to use the idol to go into marketing. Really? This is the best you can do with this device? Monsters. Absolute monsters. Small-minded capitalist monsters. Think of all the shareholder value. Oh, I'm thinking. October 3rd, December 16th. Share truly positive feelings about O-Range with an unlimited audience. And what happened here? He's even titled himself head of speculative investment with me in the room. He must not succeed. Never seen Nathan fast-track a budget as quickly as he did with a happy customer project. I've heard rumors that he regularly visits that lab of yours. That's true, because he hasn't done on-site trips like that in years. I know we've always had our differences, but you're right. We must take action. Just yesterday, that imbecile had me rearrange the lab's furniture using Feng Shui principles. Marie, your updated idol proposal is much more interesting now that you've placed the skills and obedience training within a military context. The army is our dream client, but the higher-ups will need to see a very convincing demonstration before they're willing to begin talks with us. Okay. So I guess not small-minded capitalist monsters, but maybe medium-minded capitalist monsters. After all, the military is where all the money comes from. I'm sure you will have a role to play working under Eugene. So what happened here? Student has surpassed the master. Nothing can stop my rise to the top. You are fired! Wow. Boy, Marmot really is a problem, isn't he? You lied to me. You're my worst student ever. Thought you cared about spreading enlightenment, but you just want to shove an ad down everybody's throats. Beware. Empathy will have its revenge. Oh. Madam, don't make me use more force than necessary. Your access card, madam. You're banned from the premises. This is very exciting. If the project succeeds, the implications are enormous. Consumer market is just the first step. I have much bigger goals in mind. Jack, do you think there's a distance or scale limit? Our stress tests have not discovered any limitations so far, Mr. Hoyle. I have a high degree of confidence in the project having successful outcomes. Oh. Okay. At each of these times, what did the idol contain? And who was the last person to have used it? Shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, it had bad memories of the O-Range because Tim Spender puked. When the idol was loaded into before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory. Maybe good memories of O-Range? And then this would be all memories of the square disc. And the last user would have been that guard. Echo Secunda's on the list. Yeah, we haven't seen Oriel Toussaint in a while. Or I guess Echo Secunda. Shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, the last person to modify it would have been Eugene Marmot. And it should have contained good memories of the O-Range. That was the plan. This was the plan. Do I remember the prologue chapter when Oriel killed the guard in order to get out of the mental facility? Yes. I don't know when that happens relative to everything else, though. Is there a date on here? June 1977. It turns out there is a date on there. Is there a date here? No date on the newspaper. Why no date? I clicked past the date. There was a date in the notepad? No way. Damn it. There was a date in the notepad. Okay. Okay. So presumably at this point, the implication is They've caught Oriole and put him in a mental facility. And then he escapes in time. Wow, June? That's actually a big time difference. Because the finale's in October. Where is the date here? Oh, there's a date on the invite. September 17th. How did they get the idol here? How many different copies of the idol exist? Yeah, how did Hunter get the idol? That's a real question, actually. Because, like, Opig has the idol in June. Hunter Wolf has the idol in September. And then Opig has the idol again in October? That's weird. Right? That's weird? I feel like that's weird. And then do we have a date here? Yes, this is April. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So. What's up, Cryptomancer? So. Before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, that would be this, right? Mr. Marmot has filled idol with the material. But when the idol was loaded into the security van, it has to be Tim Spender's memories. Tim Spender's bad memories of O-Range. And then here, when the idol arrives at the TV station, this is Bruce Myson. Cleared the idol. B. Greer. Pinnacle Security, Bruce Myson. Is that Bruce Myson? Where did we see that? the procedure, I think. Yeah. Yes, okay. Bruce Myson and Billy Greer. So I guess it's Billy Greer? Sorry, Bruce Myson? That seems odd. That feels like that's not quite it. Bruce Myson isn't on this list. Pinnacle Security, Bruce Myson. Security, are you the captain or the sergeant? I think you're neither. Greer is the security captain. So maybe sergeant? That feels off. That feels like something is not right here. If I do this... Alright. I guess that's it. I don't know. That feels weird. Like it's too obvious or something? I don't know. Something's weird here. So, what it seems like we have... Whoa. November 8th. Elijah emptied out and put into Bruce Myson. I see. So this is Hunter Wolf? This has got to be Hunter Wolf. Yep. Okay. Okay. So this is big capitalist plan. Eugene Marmot with good memories of O-Range. And then Tim Spender is trying to sabotage it by giving them bad memories of O-Range. And then, in addition to that level of sabotage, we have presumably Echo Secunda coming in and sabotaging it again, right? Separately sabotaging it. I am kind of glad that it says security sergeant here, because I never would have figured out the actual name of this person. Like, I never in my life would have thought to put Luke Brown there without getting this. Empathy Warriors, a new terrorist group in town. Masked terrorists attacked a science laboratory with Molotov cocktails on Tuesday. The gang also spray-painted slogans on the building, which is owned by Olympus Pinnacle International Group. Oh. An OPIG spokesman said the extremists fled when employees threatened to call the police. However, the company declined to comment on why it might have been targeted. Yeah, no way to know. It's a mystery. The man is not breathing. No, those red eyes, we know he's not breathing. November 2nd. Since William's departure, Hunter's been acting strangely. Long silences seems confused or angry. It's worrying. Nonetheless, I will do everything to help my savior. My faith in Hunter's vision is unwavering, whatever that vision may be. November 7th. The savior is back and looks filled with determination and grace. I am ready to do whatever is asked of me. I am a soldier of fate. Okay. This is empty. So yeah, it drained the body of Elijah, which I think was Luke Brown, into Bruce Myson. And this is Hunter Wolf, who presumably is Echo Secunda? At this point, like, that seems the most likely explanation. Alright. The security protocol was changed. Whose attack? If it's actually empathy idiots, then it's gotta be what's-her-face? Tessa Navari? Alright, we're gonna say this is Hunter Wolf. No, we're gonna say this is Echo Secunda. So I still don't know what this is about, but this part I think we can fill in. So Echo Secunda used the idol to give all memories from Luke Brown. Oh no, to take all memories from Luke Brown and give all memories to Bruce Myson. And then what? So what is this? Was Bruce Myson bribed? Ambushed, probably, right? Strapped down and replaced? Okay, so probably ambushed. And then this, we're gonna go with Echo Secunda. I might have to change this Echo Secunda to Hunter Wolf. Assisted by Luke Brown. Okay. Alright, fine. I was wondering if it was gonna let me sort of pre-game the Hunter Wolf Echo Secunda reveal that I am expecting to occur. But either that reveal is not forthcoming, or it's not letting me do it ahead of time. At the TV station. Alright, TV station, let's go. Okay, what's happening here? We apologize for the brief interruption due to technical difficulties. Commercial break is now over. Let's return to the second half. It is still anyone's game. Ah, this is after the intended transfer of memories. Wait, so if they downloaded from the Square disk, then that implies, like, the implication beforehand was that Eugene Marmot was doing something funky with the Square disk. But I guess it's Hunter Wolf doing something funky with the Square disk? It's interesting. Alright, what happened over here? Hey, look. This character looks familiar from the title screen. The Idol! Disaster! It's blue. Oh, the lenses got cracked. Well, that's it for the Idol, I guess. They can always make new lenses. That doesn't seem like it's too bad of that doesn't seem like it's an impossible situation to recover from. Yeah, this is 5:15, which is after the thing was supposed to have occurred at 5. Oh boy. There's a lot going on here. It's Marmot! I did it! Help! He's got a triangle disc. Triangle disc, notably not a square disc. So you are the mastermind behind this fantastic project. I would really like to get to know you better. Wait for me on the roof for some quality alone time. I'll come as soon as the live broadcast ends. The letter has a strong lavender fragrance. Somebody trying to seduce Eugene Marmot? Carrot Top. Make sure idle loaded in van. Keep eye on Baldy. Report to me at OPTV and await further instructions. Four Eyes. Prepare van for idle transportation. Report to me at OPTV and prepare for broadcast. Operate camera during broadcast so we can confirm effect. Me. Supervise at TV station. Welcome Summer. Summer. And ensure she has everything she needs. Coordinate with Old Nathan. Old Nathan doesn't have a cute nickname like Four Eyes or Baldy. Audio in, audio out, video in. Correct. Old is not cute enough. So he unplugged the video in. That's what happened here. So it's no longer receiving video. And the video is the important part for the transmission of the memories. Because they were able to do it without audio transmission at all, because the audio was messed up at the last thing. All right. Hi, Eugene. Taste this beverage. Soon everyone will know how delicious it is. Bottle of soda that reeks of rotten eggs. Door is locked from the inside. I have no idea what's going on yet. What is this green? The man's eyes are bloodshot and streaming with tears. Did he get gassed? Did he get pepper sprayed? Eh? How many idols are there? Oh, this is a mascot, and this is the idol. Okay. Just saw Nathan run in with security. Presumably all of this stuff has happened. Check. What is that ruckus in there? A bottle of lavender perfume. Alright, so Tim Spender is trying to seduce Eugene Marmot. Understood. Icarus? Am I hallucinating? Or is this some form of intoxication? Icarus? Who's Icarus? Well, that's Tessa. That's easy. Our job is done. Empathy has triumphed. Tessa, I'm with you. I also worry about what Eugene, or worse, Marie or Nathan, might do with the idol. The lab is now heavily guarded. The best time to stop them will be moments before the broadcast. We are scheduled to go live at 5:30. It is 5:15. In the room, it should only be me, Eugene, and the actors. For empathy and love! I don't know who this idiot is. Maybe he doesn't matter. Alright, this is, Billy Greer. You'll pay for this! Dear Nathan Hoyle, your proposal sounds very interesting. Let's schedule a demo of your new technology, and if it looks promising, we can talk next steps. General Hugh Stryker, ASH Armed Forces Procurement Department. Oh, she's also got a bottle of lavender perfume. All of the lenses. Okay. Yup. So, what happened here at the broadcast? So, it seems like Tim used the lavender perfume to lure Eugene onto the roof. Right? So we're going to say Tim Spender trapped Eugene Marmot on the roof. However, through a reckless act, Eugene Marmot broke the window? Not broke the window. Broke isn't an option. Yeah, it looks like he tried to, you know, vine swing into here. Oh, no. They shoved the idol out of the building. That's why the window's broken. So he was stopped the broadcast with the aim of preventing the spectators from getting bad memories of the O-Range, right? Yeah. Marmot still a good little cog in this capitalist machine. As a result, only... Ooh. Only Jack. Because Jack is talking about he's not sure who he is. Okay. So only Jack received the memories from the square disc, right? Jack Novick. Shortly thereafterwards, Tessa Navari, along with accomplices, stormed the TV station and threw the idol out of the window. Okay, alright, it's all coming together. December 4th. So this is still prior to everything. Oh, right. He died here after getting drained. You know, I wondered how this stupid professor figured into all of this. He got drained and then pushed off of the overhang. Fascinating. As you said, my savior, the greatest results require the greatest sacrifices. It is done. Nothing should stop us now. The last thing left is preparing you and rehearsing our every step. What a disaster. I put Harry and William in positions of power and both still failed me, each in his own way. Regrettably, they were not good enough. And even if they had been, there are too many people in the world who are opposed to my goals. People who don't share my vision of how the world should be, and who cling to their old ways. It's too much for just me and Luke. I know what I have to do. Is he gonna make an army of Lukes? Is that what Hunter's plan was? Was to put Luke into everybody in the stadium? That sounds like a hell of a plan. Icarus. So only Jack got hit by this. Man, look at these words. What a list of words. All right. Posing as... I know what I have to do. Greatest results require the greatest sacrifices. So the professor was fully drained. I'm still not entirely sure what Hunter Wolf's plan is. You've seen his body. It would be a shame if it got out that the man who was an inspiration to the world was just another junkie. Okay. So who was this professor? Professor Novik. Meeting at 45C Stockyard Street. Isaac Novik. Shortcomings of Novik's algorithms. So... Isaac Novik got fully drained by Hunter. Hunter at this point is not Eugene Marmot. Hunter at this point is... what, Oriel? Somebody who has lab access, right? Because he can take the golden idol out of the lab without anybody being the wiser. So maybe Jack? Is Hunter Jack Novik? I don't know what I just clicked on. Let's see. So Tessa had the idol basically by accident, right? Tessa gets the idol at the auction. When is this? This is after... Fumbling did more than we've been allowed to. When was this? Do we have a date here? June 18th. Be ready. This is June 18th. Man, I feel like I need to break out the pen and paper and write down like a complete timeline. Because we've never seen Hunter Wolf's face, have we? They've been pretty deliberate about that. So it has to be... like, Jack makes the most sense, I think? Or Oriole? Maybe Oriole makes the most sense? What was the date on this? June something? June 1977. And this is after becoming Echo Secunda. What's up, Ralphine? Wow, what details am I supposed to be able to fill in for this? Okay, so, let's see. People who we are sure are not Hunter Wolf. Elizabeth Novick. We're pretty sure Elizabeth Novick is not Hunter Wolf because she received the letter telling her to call off the police. At this stage here, last thing left is preparing you and rehearsing our every step. Too many people in the world who are opposed to my goals don't share my vision of how the world should be, and who cling to their old ways. Yeah, Hunter Wolf has to be either Jack, Eugene, Marie, one of, or Tim, I guess. Somebody with lab access. Somebody with the ability to take the Golden Idol to other places. Right? Since they use the Golden Idol at the warehouse. And for some reason, I didn't question it. I was like, yeah, Hunter Wolf has the Golden Idol. Obviously, why wouldn't Hunter Wolf have the Golden Idol? Idiot. September 17th. Gross. So all right. Every human being in this game is a disgusting goblin creature. Well, I mean, they do have that vibe going. You know, sometimes you just have an aesthetic and you want to stick to it. Tim Spender trapped Eugene Marmot on the roof, preventing the spectators from getting bad memories of the O-Range. Only Jack Novick received all memories from the idol. Icarus? Icarus. Who... Is this the professor? Do we have any reason to think that Isaac Novick would call Jack Novick Icarus? Where have we seen this name before? There was like something here, maybe? Father was the greatest scientist of the modern age. I'm sure we've seen the name Icarus come up before. And I don't remember where. A deliberate assassination through telepathy. Alright, well, I mean... That's remarkably close. That's remarkably close. I do love how outlandish it sounds, though. This is the auction. This is what I was looking for. Oh, you're the actress. Poor professor just isn't cut out for this. Should have listened to me. You got outbid again, right? Tessa gets the statue and then uses it for empathy-related purposes. Not that we have a lot of information about what was going on with it. Is this enough information to put it all together? I guess Hunter Wolf's goal was to educate humanity? So the goal was to dump the professor's knowledge, the entirety of the professor's life, into all of the spectators? Instead of getting one, you know, like a minute of good memories, they would just become the professor? Yo, Shadowed Mage. Thank you so much for the 84 months of continued support. Welcome back to the Adventuring Party. It has been 7 years. It has been a lot of years, my dude. Impressive job. That's wild to think of. Yeah, it's been a long time. Oh, actually, speaking of educate humanity, there was this list of, like, yeah, this thing, right? This... Yeah. This has to have been Jack's proposal. Does that mean that Jack Novick was Hunter Wolf? That's possible. That seems more likely than anybody else being Hunter Wolf. Like, it's not... There's no way it's this idiot. Empathy has triumphed. Alright, so posing as... Posing as Jack Novick? Maybe posing as Marie? That seems unlikely. Oh, yeah. There's also the thought that any one of these idiots could have had somebody else downloaded into them without realizing them way earlier on. Without, you know... Without tipping anybody off. Right? Just, if whoever got downloaded into them was a good actor. Man, I really need to keep this timeline straight. You know what? We're opening up a text document. Here we go. We're opening up a text document. Do I have a frame for a text document here? Like a thing to show what the heck I am writing in a random Notepad document? Because that's what's about to happen. We're about to start writing stuff in Notepad. It does not look like we have a frame for that. All right, well, here we go. Brace yourselves, because I can't figure out what the heck is happening here. Okay. Notepad. There we go. This took you a while? Yeah, this is a lot to put together. So all of this is post everything else, right? We know in June 77, Echo Secunda escapes mental facility. Right? I suppose I could spell the thing correctly. We also know... I realize that most of the screen is taken up by Notepad right now, but that's fine. We know that Isaac Novick is killed on... Do we have a date for this? From within that window? No. But we do from the finale. December 4th. Wow. Okay. So, December 4th is when Isaac Novick is killed. Guess I don't need to save my work here. That's fine. Huh. So in that case, this whole like news flash thing and construction thing has to happen around that time period? Do we have a date anywhere here? December 4th. Yeah. Open December 4th. And we have open July 11th here. Luke Brown's body found. If I... Trixie. Okay. Let's see. This is a good date to know, right? June 4th, 1977. So, presumably prior to this mental facility thing. June 4th. I don't need the years. Years are actually pretty obvious. Echo Secunda downloaded into Oriole Toussaint. Be funny if it was after the mental, right? That would be pretty weird. Let's see. The auction. Tessa acquires the idol. Do we have a date for this? $8/13/74. That is a return ticket. Okay, 74 is when the idol's acquired. $8/13/74. Yeah, okay. So August 13th, 1974. Idol acquired by Tessa Navari. The OPIG Foundation here. Yeah, right? I think she almost doesn't make her flight. Here is when the OPIG Foundation forecloses on the idol. April 13th. April 13th. OPIG forecloses on idol. And then here, Eugene setting himself on fire occurs June 18th. What? Are you kidding me? This is already after Oriole has become Echo Secunda? Whoa, 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 whoa. No way, no way, no way. That can't be right. June 4th. It must be a different year. It must be a different year. Oh, this has got to be in... Hang on, hang on. Do we have a date here? Does hierarchy say it? Oh, maybe. July 12th. Oh, July. July. Following mid-year inspections. Okay. Did it say 75? 75! 75. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. That'll do it. So this has to be 75. June 18th, 75 is ignition. And then they have 2 years of messing around with it. 2 years of testing and stuff. Right? Like, this is... I don't think we have the information here. But maybe here it has a date and a year. Do we think anything here has a date? This is around the same time frame. This had dates, right? Research studies starting on Monday the 20th. Events. Monday the 20th. Do we know the year here? $921. I don't see any dates on any of this. Like, I see a lot of dates, but none of them have years, is the problem. No years here at all? I was really hoping there'd be a year over here. This is in September. September... Maybe in 75. I guess it's not clear. Feathered Frenzy? Which one is this? Maybe this will have a date. Because this is the same time period. OPIG Trial Volunteer Form. August. This is not helpful. This is not helpful. And it's probably not relevant. Alright, so the triangle data disk has this stuff. Full of disaccharides. That's great. It was like newspapers here, right? Not newspapers that show dates, unfortunately. Is this even helpful? Does this matter? This is 76. Okay, okay. So, in 76... they discover that memory transfer works across video. Oh man, I had all of the dates just completely wrong the entire time. No wonder none of this made any sense to me. All right, and then this is September 17th. Presumably here. Ancient artifacts, we have that. That's here. Boardroom Brawl. This is 76. Yeah, that's here. Man, all this stuff is so much further apart than I thought it was. And the beach trip we don't have a date for. But must be... When was Ignition? Ignition was in 75. And then all of this testing has to be across 76. And then here we're into 77 in the Pinnacle. After the discovery of Boardroom Brawl, here, now they're trying to think about what they can do about it. This has to be Tim Spender. This obviously is Tessa. This is Jack? I still don't know where I saw Icarus before. Alright, maybe this is enough to put it all together. Maybe this is enough to actually put anything together. Do we think it's somebody posing as Jack Novick? We still haven't figured out who Hunter Wolf is. Alright, maybe Hunter Wolf was Jack Novick the entire time. So, posing as Hunter Wolf, Jack Novick secretly experimented with the idol to find the best way of using it to educate humanity. After... This has to be becoming, right? After becoming disillusioned, Jack Novick decided the only way was to turn everyone into a genius. To fulfill this plan, Jack Novick tried to use the Golden Idol, or no, the Happy Customer Project, to turn millions of spectators into Isaac Novick. You know, I thought Jack Novick was the smart one? Because this is the dumbest plan I have ever seen in my life. And so the only thing that he actually succeeded in doing, after multiple different people tried to sabotage the project, was turning himself into Isaac. Would have worked if it wasn't for those meddling boomers. That's true, there were some boomers meddling. When Jack realized that Opig did not want to use the idol to improve the world, he started a secret mission to do it himself under the pseudonym Hunter Wolf. After experimenting with memory and mind transfer, he came up with a plan to use Opig's soda commercial project to turn millions of pale spectators into his uncle Isaac. But, thinking that everyone was about to receive spoiled O-Range memories, Eugene climbed the broadcast tower and stopped the transmission at the last moment. Soon afterward, Tessa and her accomplice hurled the idol from a third-story window, smashing all the lenses inside. Madam, do not even think about starting a cult in a federal facility. Well, what better place to start a cult? Congratulations, Eugene, on becoming our new head of speculative investment. This is all your fault, Tim. And Echo Secunda goes free again. Echo Secunda. Yeah, there's actually nothing involving Oriole after the mental facility escape. But here he is on the bike. That guy in the red jacket that we kept seeing. Uncle, if you're watching this, I hope you can forgive me. Please understand that I did it all for the betterment of humanity. There's Hunter Wolf. And the idol gets dumped in a garbage pit. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for the DLCs. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Yeah, let me fix that. Thank you. I am really excited for the DLCs, because the DLCs were the best part of Case of the Golden Idol, honestly. Like, that extra backstory, that extra information that they provided, those were very, very cool. I thought the uses of the Golden Idol, like the Golden Idol part of the game, was more interesting. The main final reveal was the best part of the original. Oh, with like Lazarus Hurst and the guy. Yeah, okay. That's fair. So it turned out Harry had not attended a single job interview. He wasn't the man I thought he was. No wonder he used Gabriel's body for such immoral purposes. But when I did find a truly noble man in William, as just one person, he was unable to make a difference in Darren's body. I realized that for any meaningful change to occur, humanity needed millions more excellent individuals. And I had to be one of them. After all, how could I impose on millions of others a sacrifice that I was not willing to make myself? All that was left was to find the most ethical, intelligent, and educated person I knew. That's when I thought of you, Uncle. Wow. Icarus was from a note in the chapter menus? Okay, yeah. That explains why I didn't remember where I saw it. Yeah, I loved a lot of the original game. And I think a big part of that was kind of the neat effects of the golden idol and the amount of, like, you know, kind of culture discovery that we did with the Lemurians and the idol and that kind of stuff. Like, I thought that stuff was really, really cool. His note's the exact same style as Jack's? Yeah, that didn't... I did not catch that, but that makes sense. I believe that. I'm out of soda. Sad day. And everyone else who helped us to make this game, thank you for playing. You're welcome. Oh, hello? Oh, okay. Neat. So absolutely thought Echo Secunda had to be involved in the end for so long. Yeah. Two completely separate instances of the trope where somebody needs an alias, just picks whatever is currently in front of them. They do that. That's true. They certainly do that multiple times. Yeah, I think this game was fun, but I think, yeah, no, this is absolutely him. This is Oriel or Echo Secunda, whichever. It is the same jacket. It is absolutely this guy, and also he shows up in the finale briefly. Where is it? Here? No, here. He's right here. It's the same guy. Absolutely, it's Oriel. 100% it's Oriel. Just not involved in anything. Just kind of hanging out and being like, oh, they're messing with the idol again. You thought Elijah Sinclair was Echo Secunda for a long time because of ES? Oh, okay. Yep. I can see that. I did not try to make that particular leap myself, so I feel better about that. That would have led me down probably some rabbit holes. Yeah, the thing was I'm gonna say is I think I like the mechanics in this one better. I like the way that they used all of the different pieces of information, but overall, I liked the story and subject matter of the first game better. Like, this was really cool, but I liked the, you know, like, Lemurian society stuff and different uses of the Golden Idol that they did in the first game more than I like the subject matter of the story here in the second game. So I'm especially excited for the DLCs because I think the DLCs will have a lot more of the kind of subject matter that I'm looking for. And if that's what they end up doing, if they end up doing like cool idol stuff and cool history stuff with these new mechanics and the way that they've been piecing information together, I think that'll be like exactly what I'm looking for out of this game. Yeah. No, this was definitely a really good time. I definitely enjoyed playing this. This is cool. But I think that is it. I think that is all of the things. I think that might be all of the golden idol that we have available. Yeah, whoever said an hour and a half, I think they were about right. This took very slightly more than an hour and a half to put together all of the finale stuff.